Welcome students. In history, we are going to study India's economic policy in this chapter. That includes a study of the mixed economy, 5-year plans and their success and failures, nationalization of banks, 20-point program, meal workers strike and especially the new economic policy of 1991. First is mixed economy. In a capitalist system, the means of production are privately owned. In a socialist economy, the means of production are owned by the state in the name of the society. A mixed economy works both in the private and the public sector. In order to achieve economic development of modern India, we gave preference to a model of mixed economy. We can see three parts in this kind of economy. First one is public sector. The industries in this sector are completely under the control and management of the government. For example, production of defense equipment. Second is private sector. The industries in this sector are owned by private industrialists. Of course, the government supervises and controls them too. For example, consumer goods. Third Third one is joint sector. In this sector, some industries are owned by private industrialists while some are run under government management. A mixed economy also naturally tends to give priority to national interest. Long term development is stressed upon with priority. The industries like defense, scientific research, education, roads, railways, waterways, seaports, and airports development require huge capitalist investment, but the return in these areas are delayed. India adopted the mixed economy model and 5-year plans and started off on its path of development. The industrial policy of 1973 increased the speed of development. The government focused on the development of small scale industries and cottage industry. Government also started paying more attention to the cooperative sector. India established the Planning Commission in 1950 with Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru as its chairman. It formulated India's 5-year plans that included rural and agricultural development, balanced industrialization, provision for a minimum standard of living, and economic development consistent with democratic ideals. It focused on people's participation and individual development in the formulation and implementation of the 5-year plans. Here is the general goals of the economic planning of India. First one is increase in the national income. Next, bring about rapid industrialization by focusing on the basic industries, bringing about an increase in agricultural production so that the country become self-sufficient in food grain production. Use the human resource in the country optimally means in the best or the most favorable way by making increasing employment opportunities available. Remove the inequality in earnings and wealth. Maintain stable prices of commodities. Bring the growth in population under control by family planning. Improve the standard of living by eradicating means erase or remove completely poverty. Develop social services. Make the economy self sufficient. First 5-year plan 1951 to 1956. The expenditure in this plan was primarily on agriculture, social development, irrigation and food control, sources of energy, rural and small industries, heavy industries and minerals, transport and communication, education and health. These plans consider of measures to lay the foundation of planned economic development. Second 5-year plan 1956 to 1961. This plan had ambitious goals of industrialization, iron and steel industries at Durgapur, Bhilai and Rourkela, chemical fertilizers plant at Sindri, rail engine factory at Chittaranjan, factory of railway bogies at Perambur, shipbuilding factory at Vishakhapatnam, and other heavy industries were set up in the public sector. Huge dams like Bhagra, Nangal, Damodar, etc. were built to make water available for agriculture. It led to increase in the national income. So this is the second 5-year plan. So third 5-year plan 1961 to 1966. This plan was aimed at bringing about the balance in industries and agriculture. The other goals of the plan included increase in national income, heavy industries development in transport and minerals industry, alleviation means eradicate or remove something of poverty, and to expand the opportunities for employment. So fourth 5-year plan 1969 to 1974. The intentions behind setting the goals of this plan were that India should become self-reliant, government should develop the basic industries, increase the speed of economic development, and pay attention to establishing a socialistic pattern of society. 14 major banks in the country were nationalized. This plan did not succeed as expected. The economy had to bear the burden of the Bangladesh war. The expenditure over the refugees had to be borne as well. The Indian economy suffered due to the pay raise of government and railway servants and rise in the prices of petrol in the international market. So next is fifth 5-year plan 1974 to 1979. This plan was designed with the goal of making India economically self-sufficient by alleviating poverty. During the fifth 5-year plan, it was not possible to achieve the goals of removal of poverty and increase in employment. In the 1977 general elections, the Congress party was defeated. The Janata Party came to power. The new government ended the fifth plan towards the end of March 1978 and started the rolling plan from April 1978, but it failed. In 1980, general elections were held for Lok Sabha. The Congress party came to power. The Congress government closed the system of the ruling plan and again started planning like before. So 6 5-year plan 1980 to 1985. This plan also stressed upon alleviation of poverty and employment generation. So here is the following programs were implemented in the 6 5-year plan. So first one is Integrated Rural Development Program, IRDP, Rural Landless Employment Guarantee Program, RLEGP, National Rural Employment Program, NREP, Salem Steel Plant. So next is 7th 5-year plan 1985 to 1990. This plan laid stress on food employment and productivity. So here is some programs were started in this plan. Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, India Awas Yojana, scheme of the 10 lakh wells. The 7th plan proved to be important from the point of view of employment generation. So next is 8 5-year plan 1992 to 1997. This plan gave a lot of scope to the private sector. During the 8th plan, the importance of the private sector grew. This plan is a reflection of the liberalization and free market policy adopted in 1991. 9th 5-year plan 1997 to 2000. This plan focused on agriculture and rural development. In this plan, the progress of communication system and service sector was achieved as per the expectation. There was a growth in the field of construction and communication.